Now listen, I'm not one to follow others, but I gotta follow Liam, right? We're going back good old Florida.
We never left.
Our number one sponsor of the show. What we would call the well. When I need to dip back into Old Faithful, we go right to Flow Rider, right? So off the coast of Daytona Beach, there's a small island that has been dubbed Meth Island, where squatters have somehow did enough meth to row their boats over to this island and not just devise a entire, basically shanty town you would see in like a poor Dominican village, but they also have such elaborate structures that they have a 4-story treehouse, a trampoline, and my personal favorite, signs that point you to the welcome center. So you pull up on this island, you're on some nice kayaking thing. Outside Daytona Beach, there's like Cocoa Beach. There's all those Cape Canaveral. It's all these nice places. There's like sharks and all this cool stuff in the water. Next thing you know, they pull up to this cool island. You're like, what is all these? Is this a third world country? And then there's the welcome sign to show you where to check in. Which I don't know. What do they give you there? Like a fanny pack full of, the essentials, which is a little different there. But to be able to create, they had a picture of the 4-story clubhouse, treehouse, whatever you want to call it. But as your mind can think of someone that's created an island off of methamphetamines, it's exactly as you would picture it. It is 430 different odd sizes of plywood with the strangest shutters, different angles, steps that lead to nowhere, but then eventually get to somewhere. So I don't know if you have to like jump off one thing, climb to another, get to the other, but it is one of the most, until you see the meth is involved, but impressive Gilligan's Island that I've ever seen. Shout out to Florida.
Shout out. I mean, these meth people just needed something to do. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
And
rowing wasn't enough. Getting into the island wasn't enough. We needed to build a colony when we got there.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bern.
They check your bag at the welcome center. They're like, oh, toothpaste? No, you won't be needing this anymore, guys. Don't worry about that. We're gonna hold on. We're going to trade it back on. You're good to go on that.
No. Can you imagine they confiscate stuff?
It was so hard for me to keep my mouth shut during this because when you said the welcome center and the signs, I just picture you get there, you follow the signs to get to the welcome center. Then when you get to the end, they just rob you at knife point.
Look at the sign. Look at the sign.
So this is what came up. So I guess, Steve, you're 100% right. No two
Look
boards,
at that.
No two of the same boards were used.
I'm just going to say this lightly. No one there has an engineering degree. I'm just going to put it out there lightly.
This looks like Port Orange, right? Is that right, Steve? Port Orange? Okay.
Yeah, Port Orange. Yep, right off of Daytona Beach.
Sorry, Bern. Go ahead.
No, it looked like the cover of like a Berenstain Bear book.
Dude,
you
read my mind.
No, right? What's the one where they rhyme? What's the rhyming one? It's the cat in the hat. It's like it's something you see. Cat in the hat. Yeah, look at it.
Dude,
wild structure.
Dude, we built something like this in the woods by my house when we were kids. You know what I mean? Like we had the same exact thing.
Methed out Mikey built his own Willy Wonka's chocolate factory on an island, but instead of chocolate and the schnozberries taste like schnozberries, he's ripping rocks out of a pipe.
Wow, dude, unbelievable, man.
And listen, Hey, remember, this is still Florida.
Right.
Like, this ain't no easy feat. There's some critters that'll get you. Like, you can say what you want about the no-tooth meth man, but I'm going to say this. They're alert, and they're in the moment.
Yeah, there's definitely someone always on watch.
It's like it...
Till that place explodes tomorrow.
It's like what's the thing in HBO thing? And they got to go
Game
to
of Thrones.
It's like having the watchtower. They're like, look, dog, you almost did enough meth to join the family, but you're not quite there. So you got to go to the wall, dog. You're out. You're on the watch. Like, get out to the coast.
Yeah.
When you said HBO show, I was like, what, Chernobyl? That's how I see that place. Pretty much. Like that's the ultimate
taxi cab confession.
Yeah, for sure.
Unbelievable.
My gosh.
No, I love Florida.
Shout out. At least they're trying. I'll tell you what it reminded me of really was The Wire, because legit, if you're like Amsterdam, man, keep this all. If they could keep this all in one place, off the mainland, away from tourists, like honestly, they're kind of doing them a favor. Like the cops all know where it is. They know where they can find like keep it all in one place, because they're going to do it. But if you get them off the island, they're just going to go back to the tourist areas and mess up with the economy.
And what's the worst thing happens? One stumbles into the water, a bull shark grabs him. No harm, no foul. You know what I mean?
One less meth
for the environment. You know, a bull shark
now,
is full and not going to go in and bite a kid.
Yeah.
Now, or does that shark turn into Cocaine Bear? Because he's now White Gladys on meth, and he terrorizes everyone.
Yeah. You thought White
That's
Gladys
something to
was better
consider.
than- Yeah. Meth.
You're like, get
meth
Mikey
shark.
out of the water. Mikey, get out of the water.
Yeah. Damn. I mean, yikes. Well, that was some good stuff, boys.
I almost asked what they eat, but then I realized I don't think they eat anything, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, their kitchen is used for something else, Steve.
Yeah.
They're cooking, just not food.
Yeah.
There's one banana tree on the island, and it's fed everyone for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And eating a banana for them is like eating a steak.
Yeah, you could hear the whole island grinding their teeth at night. Great. All right. Good stuff, boys. Good stuff.